Hello collective, I'm here again. I'm going to do another reading. I woke up slightly emotional because I'm going through some stuff myself. I've had I'm going through some kind of self-reflection kind of thing about what I'm doing and where I'm going, and yeah, well, that's that's enough about me. I just want to share a reading with you because I'm all about spiritual growth. I'm all about for people to be their true selves and find their true purpose and find out who they are inside of themselves, so they can give that on the outside, so all the abundance that is their birthright comes to them as you know, everyone deserves that. And to be true to yourself in a very conditioned world, with a lot of social media and a lot of stuff that we're being taught from schools, and you know what we have to do to go to work, to pay for a house, and to drive a car, and you know, miss out on a lot of who you are because you're trying to keep up with so much BS, you know. So if I can help, you know, trigger something in someone and help them see, you know, that they're so much more than what the bullshit is trying to feed you to be, then I'm doing my job. Because, you know, people might think I'm crazy, but I'm a light worker, and you know, I like to be able to give this to people because I spent most of my adult life asleep. And I was doing, you know, all the things I believed was correct because I was conditioned to believe that, not just from society but from my parents, and you know, the list goes on. But you know, through facing my own dark shadows and realizing a lot about the society and what they're feeding us, and the internet, and you know, how I did things because of how I was brought up, and you know, I had to change a lot of things and deal with a lot of things about myself. And I discovered my true purpose, not just by myself but through, you know, other people showing me things, and you know, things I'd forgotten. And I've opened up my heart and I thought, sod it, I'm going to be judged, I'm going to be ridiculed, I'm going to be said I'm crazy and all these things. But you know what? Fuck it. This is what I do, and this is what I want to give to people. And it's you know, it's all about leveling up to the next level so that you can be the best version of yourself and get all the abundance that you deserve to have. So here goes. So I'm going to start off with a spiritual animal deck. It's an oracle deck, and it helps give messages for your highest good, for you to be aware, maybe heal from, and move forward, or you know, things that you may have forgotten that will trigger you to be the better version of yourself and do the things that you want to do that you've never had the courage to do because fear's always held you back. So let me just see what comes out first. And that is the Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. And I hope you can see that. There it is. Now this is saying, you know, when you're doing things in life, sometimes we can get a little bit resentful, and we can feel like all of our energy is being drained from us and stuff. So just put them boundaries there so that you don't feel like that. Because when you're giving, it should be given with gratitude and grace. And when you're giving something, maybe, you know, you're giving your time, or you're giving financially, or, you know, you're giving something materialistically, you don't want to do that with resentment, because that's what you'll get back. What you give out there is what you get back. So if you've got them healthy boundaries in place for you not to feel drained and for you to feel like you're being taken for granted, then when you do give, you can give it with gratitude and feel good about doing what you're doing, because you don't feel that way. Because if you're always giving with resentment and feeling that you have to do it because it's going to save face and, you know, it's going to stop what's happening to you, then that's not the way to go about that energy. That's just going to make things feel worse, and the karma's just going to come back to you twice-fold. So, you know, always put them healthy boundaries in place, and always, you know, do things that are authentic and not forced. So that's a good card to have. So if this is resonating with you, you know, take a look at yourself and make sure that you've got them boundaries there so you don't feel drained. And I'm going to pull out an angel message, and then I'm going to pull out some tarot and give you some more clarity and insight for your highest good, for you to move forward on your journey of life, finding your true potential of who you are. Honesty and communication. Now this is key, and the most important thing is being honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest and true to yourself, even if it feels awful and, you know, you feel a certain way, it's best, you know, to be honest. Now, to follow with that is the communication. Now, if you can sit and talk about, you know, things with family, friends, whoever that you're with at the time that you're having difficulties with, it's good. You should be able to communicate your true self with that person or them people or in that workplace. And if you're made to feel a certain way or feel bad for being your true self, then obviously they're not the right people that you need to be communicating with. But you should not feel bad for being who you are. You should not feel a certain way if you want to communicate your true self and being honest with things and how you feel. It's good. It's an amazing feeling, and if you're doing it with the right people that understand and, you know, are willing to listen, if you're not, then they're not the people to be around. You should never feel bad for who you are inside. You should never feel bad for communicating your true self. So honesty and communication is key with everything that you do and who you are. So I'm going to find out why these two cards messages are very prominent and come out for the collective. And I'm going to choose this oracle deck, the Light Seers. So let me just see what comes out for you with the give with gratitude and grace. Yeah, because it's always got positive outcomes, because we have the Sun card here. Is when you give with gratitude and grace, you have positive outcomes, and the feeling you have inside is amazing. and you feel good. This card just popped out. You feel good about what you're doing, and what energy that you're giving, whether materialistic, financial, whatever. So, you know, positive outcomes, because what you give, you get back. So you have, that's why the Sun card's there, and like what I said to you before, and it's there in colour. So there's the Two of Wands there, and I'm going to find out what that is. The Two of Wands is about making a decision whether to stay, you know, in that state of mindset where you're giving, you know, with resentment and stuff, or maybe it's choosing to, you know, change that aspect about yourself, and, you know, building them healthy boundaries. Let's just have a look and see, to give me some more insight. So let's have a look and see. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, there it is. If you've got the Five of Pentacles, and that's being sad and alone and feeling left out in the cold. So the resentment of giving your energy, and, you know, if you're not giving with gratitude and grace, and you're just going to be in that dark place. And so there's obviously something that needs to change inside of yourself, for you to build them healthy boundaries, to make it better for you, so you don't feel drained, and you don't feel, you know, that you're just being used, and it's not a good feeling. So, you know, to get them positive chapters in your life, and then positive feelings of happiness and joy and abundance, you need to make a choice. You need to build them healthy boundaries for yourself, for you to stop feeling so left out in the cold and drained, and in a dark place, and feeling, why are just people just taking from me, and, you know, I'm giving and giving and I'm not getting anything back. And, you know, that's why you're not getting anything back, is this, because what you're giving it for is not for the right reasons. So you need to check in on yourself, and change that version of yourself. And it's okay, there's no need to beat yourself up and make yourself feel, you know, bad, you know, because at the end of the day, that was your coping mechanism, and that's what you were conditioned to believe you had to do. And you know, don't feel bad for that mistake in your life. You just go back and change it, and that's good, and you will reap the benefits from that. And then you will be giving with gratitude and grace, and you will get that same feeling back. So, you know, this is an important message for someone out there that needs that, to change that version of themselves, and feel good about changing that version of yourself, because you've put that healthy boundary there. So don't ever feel bad for making mistakes. We're all growing, we're all evolving, we're all changing, you know, and everybody's got their own pace in doing things. So when you get there, and when you know, change that, what you get from doing that is absolutely amazing. So let's have a look at the honesty and communication. And this card came out, it's the Seven of Cups, and this is about looking at opportunities, maybe looking at different versions of yourself, you know, that you need to change and be honest with yourself with, you know, because, you know, being honest with yourself, it is a good thing, and looking at yourself, and, you know, seeing that them dark sides of you that you need to change. So, or maybe this is an opportunity that's coming up towards you that you're looking at, because I can see here that there's something that's going to be given to you. You've got the Knight of Cups here. This is something new, I believe, something that's, you know, fresh, new, that's being given. So, you know, maybe that's something that you've, okay, right, so this is this is about you giving it to yourself. You're looking at different versions of yourself that you're being honest about, because it's important to be honest with yourself and face them dark, sticky situations that that you do, that are not serving you well anymore, that's making you feel left out in the cold. So you've realised it's something that that you need to heal from. There's something that triggers you to do these things that you need to heal from. So being honest and communicating to others, or to yourself, even talking to your higher self, is all good. Praying, and healing from that. And when you plant them seeds of trying to be a better version of yourself, and healing them versions of you that were not serving you well anymore, the abundance, because you've planted them seeds, you want to change, you want to make a better version of yourself, so that your life is better on the outside, because what you change on the inside reflects on the outside. It's like the ripple effect when you throw a stone in the water and the ripples go out, and they go really far as well. It's kind of like that. So what you put out there is what you get back. So when you've changed and healed that part of yourself that was not serving you well, that abundance that you will get, that peace that you will feel, because you can see that you have the dove there that represents peace, and you see all the coins of abundance because of all the seeds that you've been planted to try and change the version of yourself. So the abundance of joy and peace and harmony that you will feel, for you to move and flow freely in your life and feel whole, is the most wonderful feeling that anybody could ask for. And that's why I'm here, because that's why I want to give that to people. It's hard work. It's a big journey that everyone takes a step forward to do, and that's why we're all here, to change things that have not been serving us well, and maybe family generational curses, and changing karma. This is our time to change and be our true authentic self and fulfill our true purpose in life, and not to be bogged down by all this social society stuff, and all this news that you see now, and war and all the rest of it. It's just to keep your vibration really low, so you feel stuck and you can't see any way out, and everything's done with resentment, fear, and it's just not healthy, and it's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your heart. Everyone then decides to close their heart off because they feel they need to guard it, because they don't trust, and it's an awful situation to be in, which does break my heart. And we all deserve a good life. We all deserve to be our true authentic self, without fear, or fear of being judged, or we all deserve to fulfill our true purpose, and to have the abundance that follows with that. And that's what I want to be able to help people with through my tool, my spiritual tool, and that's tarot. So I hope to hear from you again, and if you like my page, please give me a like, a share, or even if this resonates with you, communicate with me. I would love to hear from you. That would be awesome. With the description box on the side, or if it's below. Communication is key. I love you guys. Peace out.